Kidzone was born in 1999. It actually was born out of The Young Soldier. The Young Soldier's been around for over 100 years, back when everything was black and white with a splash of red or blue, one colour option. But then printing processes moved on, and we could, as the first edition of Kidzone states, we could wiggle into colour.
We were looking at doing another magazine, just something that was more relevant to children of today. And along with Colonel Pam Trigg, we decided that we would start a kids magazine that was called Kidzone. And its real primary purpose is to introduce kids to Jesus in a way that is fun and relevant.
Here we are today, 25 years later, and we just continue to get more colourful and more fun. Every week, Kidzone magazine has a cover and a feature, of course. We have competitions, we have puzzles, we have recipes, we have games, we have crafts, we have all sorts of things to engage kids. And we have lots of points of contact. They can ask to know more about Jesus, and they can just tell us what's happening in their world. Generally, it's a bag of fun. 16 pages of fun. We have 10 Kidzone characters within the magazine. Cousin Koala is obviously the most important and most well known. He is the mascot that all the children write into. They'll write letters to Cousin Koala and he will respond to them. But we have another 9 characters. They all play a really important role in the magazine as well. They all have a different voice, they all have a different role to play, they all have different hobbies. And the idea there is that they reflect all the different types of children that would be reading the magazine.
It's really important for us that the magazine is not just a magazine, that it actually has a purpose. And the primary purpose of that is that it fulfills the mission and vision of the Salvation Army. We always take something that is mainstream, that is relevant, that children will actually be able to connect to, but we always put with that a biblical message. That's the way that we can actually create faith pathways and we can introduce children to Jesus in that way that is fun, relevant and educational. It shows children that even in their everyday, Jesus is important.
The wonderful thing about Kidzone is that we are already putting front and centre something that the kids are already entertained by and engaging with, and then we were putting a message to that. So we're using Bible stories, Bible comics, all these sorts of things that are on the surface really fun and engaging, but we're using them to create these faith pathways that are so very important. We are engaging them in a ministry and we are participating in the mission of the Salvation Army through a comic. It's fabulous. Over the last decade, I've learnt to listen. And it sounds really simple, but it's so very important. I've learnt to listen to what the kids want. I've learnt to listen to what our movies and games and books are really telling us and telling our children. I've learnt to listen to what the mission of the Salvation Army is and how we can really infuse that into our children.
The most important thing I've learned is the importance of a team, that you actually can't do this on your own. The importance of a team that you actually work with, but also the importance of those on the front line, that you're actually producing a magazine that allows them to engage with their community. For us, Kidzone is a mission tool, and that's what we really tried to develop when we were making Kidzone. It was actually relational in the way that it was actually used as well. Not just to sit on a counter, but for someone on the front line to actually hand to a child and connect.
My hope for the future of Kidzone magazine, first and foremost, is that people read it, that people use it and that they use it well. And they understand that it's a fabulous way to connect with the community and it's a fabulous way to connect with your children. There is a message in everything, and hopefully there's a message of fun, there's a message of faith, and there's a message of family.